With BTS announcing their enlistment, many have been wondering, what is HYBE going to do without their main source of income? Well, here's what the company is planning to do to survive during BTS's military service. BTS's enlistment has been a hot topic for a while now. With their popularity growing to unbelievable levels in recent years, some people, including the government officials, believe that the members should get an exemption due to their impact. Since the mandatory military service is quite important to the citizens of South Korea, the debate became very heated. Some thought that the members were at the peak of their career and had contributed to the South Korean economy and international prestige. Others thought that since other male K-pop idols enlisted in the past despite their popularity, the BTS members should complete their military service too. The debate was interesting at first, since it was the first time that idols were being considered to be exempted, but the more the media kept bringing it up, the worse the reactions from the South Koreans became. It also didn't help that both the government and HYBE labels kept dragging the topic around to the point that the public became annoyed and frustrated with the members especially, as if they're the ones to blame. The attacks also made no sense because the BTS members had said time and time again that they would enlist when the time comes. Before the government could make an official decision on their exemption, BTS took the matters into their own hands and announced their enlistment. All the members are expected to complete their mandatory military service, starting with Jin, who is enlisting after he finishes the promotions for his solo song Astronaut. Following his enlistment, the other members are also going to join the military one by one until 2025, when the group is expected to get back together. But after the news came out, fans weren't the only ones who took it hard. Investors also had a difficult time digesting the news, considering that HYBE had been dragging the topic as much as the government. Since BTS are undeniably HYBE's biggest source of income, investors were worried about what was going to happen when the members started to enlist. Plus, HYBE has been at the center of criticism in the past, as people believe that they relied on BTS's achievements and activities too much for the company's overall performance. The concern got so big that HYBE actually had to come out with a statement to put them to rest. A representative of HYBE said that the company took all the necessary measures to keep growing until BTS resumes activities in 2025. Since they have established a multi-label system, they believe that it will be easy for them to keep growing as a company even during the time that BTS are absent. Currently, there are 9 labels under HYBE with which they were able to build quite a powerful line of artists consisting of TXT, LE SSERAFIM, 17, New Jeans, Zico, Promise 9, and global artists like Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande. HYBE also mentioned that the sales of HYBE labels artists have grown a lot, even without counting BTS in. They expect that the sales for HYBE artists, excluding BTS, are expected to account for 35 to 40%. In addition to their current groups, HYBE are planning to debut more than 4 new teams in Korea, Japan, and also the United States in 2023. The representative ended their statement by saying that they were using BTS's enlistment announcement as an opportunity to clear up any uncertainties and resolve market concerns by making sure that their mid to long-term plans get executed. HYBE's confidence to maintain their growth even with BTS gone has made netizens really suspicious though. According to netizens, for a company that has relied on BTS for so long, their self-assurance has made people skeptical. Some think that despite the debate that has been going on, HYBE was aware that BTS would enlist and had to think of something to keep their company from falling apart while they were gone. This might have been the reason that they acquired different companies with already established groups so they could earn money without spending their own money to debut new groups. Others think that HYBE was convinced that the government would grant BTS an exemption, so when the BTS members made the decision to enlist, they had to come up with something to assure the investors that things were going to be okay despite the fact that they were losing the source of their biggest income. The investors aren't the only ones who should be worried about BTS enlisting, as the Korean economy will be greatly affected too. Based on an article by Fortune and American Economic Magazine, South Korea is losing opportunities to earn billions of dollars when BTS enlists. Fortune referenced a report published by Hyundai Research Institute in 2018 where it stated that BTS contributed more than $3.6 billion to the South Korean economy every year, which is equivalent to the contribution of 26 mid-sized companies. The institute revealed that 1 out of 13 tourists who visited South Korea in 2017 came because of BTS, and that the group was responsible for an estimated $1.1 billion from cosmetics and merchandise in a single year. The article stated, between 2014 and 2023, analysts projected BTS would have contributed $29.4 billion to the South Korean economy if the band maintained its popularity. However, HYBE's words are proving to be true. When the announcement of the enlistment came out, people were expecting to witness HYBE stock crashing, but that never ended up happening. Even in June of this year, when BTS announced their break, HYBE saw their stocks falling by almost 28% in a single day, making them issue a statement to let everyone know that BTS are not taking a hiatus or disbanding despite false reports, but they were only taking a break so they could focus on their solo activities. This time, they didn't need to make a statement for damage control, as they made sure to tell everyone that BTS would resume activities as a full whole group in 2025 after they all finished their military service. This way, they would reassure everyone, especially the investors, that despite everything, BTS would come back yet again. This was a smart business move and an information welcomed by the people who were on edge about what would happen to the group after the enlistment. Unfortunately, the issues with BTS and the government didn't stop with the enlistment announcement. As mentioned before, BTS announced their decision to complete their military service without the government knowing, so they were caught off guard. Based on the statements from South Korean government officials, they were probably planning to drag the issue for a little longer and use BTS for their promotions before they made an official decision regarding their exemption. The group's last activity was the free concert in Busan as the city's bid to be the host of the World Expo in 2030, a concert which attracted hundreds of thousands of tourists who wanted to see their favorite group perform together free of charge. Regarding this, Busan Mayor Park Hyung-jung told the Busan Ilbo, "I expected BTS to play an active role as an ambassador for the 2030 World Expo as a whole, but it's a pity." He went on, "I understand and respect the decisions of the BTS members. It's very unfortunate. However, the government seems like it has plans to use BTS for a while longer, even with them being in the military." After the announcement, the Ministry of National Defense revealed that BTS will be allowed to perform at national and certain public events during their military service. The representative of the ministry added, "I still know that some soldiers who have enlisted in the military are also offered such an opportunity if it's available." The minister had also stated in the past that BTS would have the opportunity to perform overseas while serving in the military in the interest of national prestige, which has been unheard of. This angered netizens and fans who think that it's unfair for the government to enlist the members yet expect them to perform whenever they see fit. It's even worse when you consider that serving soldiers can't receive any other form of income during the enlistment period as they face legal issues if they do so. This shows that they didn't expect the BTS members to take the decision to enlist, so they're trying to make it possible to profit from them, which is a very cheap attempt to make the group into the government's puppets yet again. But based on everything that's been happening so far, it's very unlikely that HYBE are going to do their best to ensure that BTS doesn't perform during the time of their enlistment. Knowing the way they operate, they probably have a strict pre-existing schedule which includes pre-recorded content and solo and unit releases from all the members until they finish their enlistment period. It also looks like the public is sick of the government and the way they're treating the members. Even though they started criticizing the members when the debate for enlistment was going on, it seems that they have realized that the members were planning to enlist from the beginning and that the government was only using them. Especially after all the issues with the free concert in Busan, people have realized that the government wants to profit from BTS in all the ways they can without the members ever getting something in return for all the troubles and criticism they were going through without it being their fault. This has become emphasized when netizens realized that every important news outlet reported on the enlistment and became aware that BTS hold a lot of power internationally. A netizen made a post titled, "BTS influence is really amazing," and wrote, "This is really legendary. The United States, the UK, Japan, and other global news are reporting on BTS going to the army." A commenter wrote, "Seriously, it's only our country Korea that mistreats them. Why are they like this when it's our country that benefits from BTS?" Others pointed out that not even the South Korean president completed his military service, yet there was all this debate over BTS's enlistment. Overall, we have yet to see what HYBE is going to do in order to keep their reputation and earn money without BTS being there. But what do you think about the whole thing? Share your thoughts in the comments. Bye!